are you fresh enough for this interview?
I am so fresh. I'm all banned up. Yeah.
And so your movie is being distributed by Sony Pictures Classic. What does that mean about how many people will see it and where?
Well, it's being distributed by Sony Classics, but it was bought by Big Sony. So the studio bought it.
Okay.
It's actually being serviced by Classics, which means we have the ability to expand the movie really quickly. So while Sony typically does like art house films, they've also done like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So they have the ability to go out to 2,000 screens, if necessary. So when the film opens on April 22nd, it'll only be in 10 markets. Then we add another 12 markets the next week, another 15 markets the next week, and by week 4, it'll be in about 300 cities around the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that you said that you wanted your film to be a docbuster.
A docbuster.
Does that pretty much help you fulfill that?
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, well, I tell you when you'll know when we'll know we had a docbuster. And a documentary blockbuster is it's a documentary blockbuster, a docbuster for people who didn't know.
That's yeah.
So we'll know we had a docbuster when, if by like week 3, film's playing through the roof, per screen average is amazing, we're continuing to expand, we greenlight the sequel. That's when you know you've made a docbuster. Yeah.
But you didn't do a sequel to Super Size Me, right?
We did not. Well, Super Size Me wasn't, this is a real docbuster.
You think it's bigger than
we've got all these promotional partners, which all the big summer movies have. We've got, there are more brand partners doing co-promotion of this film than have ever happened with a documentary ever in the history of documentaries, and probably, I don't even know about just straight independent films, but we have 23 companies that are co-promoting the movie.
That's great.
Yeah.
So do you think it's possible to have a docbuster without having like a comedic element like you have in your films?
Well, I mean, Fahrenheit 9/11 was a docbuster. Like Michael Moore's film is the only movie ever to make more than $100 million. Only documentary to make more than $100 million. And it made $100 million in the States, and made another $100 million around the world, so it was a $200 million documentary. Some of that movie was funny, most of that movie not so much, and it did really well. So I think comedy always helps. I think you have the ability to broaden out the attraction through humor, and everybody who sees the film says it's the funniest doc they've ever seen. So for me, I think the film plays more like a comedy than it does a documentary.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone's rolling laughing when I saw it on screen. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, who are your influences as a filmmaker? Speaking of other documentary makers.
Yeah, like I love Errol Morris. I love Steve James. Joe Berlinger and Bruce Sinofsky, I think, made one of the best documentaries ever, which is a film called Brothers Keeper. I love Seth Gordon, who did King of Kong. I love Sasha Gervasi, who did Anvil, the story of Anvil. I love the movie American Movie, and I think that and then of course Michael Moore, who literally Super Size Me never would have been in theaters had it not been for Roger and me and Bowling for Columbine. So I think he kind of opened up the door for a film like Super Size Me to even get distribution.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Is this your first time in Ashland?
It is my first time in Ashland.
What do you think?
I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah. I wish I had more time to actually go hiking and see Shakespeare and really really enjoy the town a little bit.
Totally.
But I've been on such a press melee coming into here. I've been in today is day 13 of my press tour so far, and I've been in 9 cities in 13 days. 10 cities. 10 cities in 13 days.
It's amazing you're actually able to spend so much time here. Some filmmakers are here in a day and gone.
I know, and so literally, this is I'll be in this same hotel for 3 nights in a row, which hasn't happened in 2 weeks. So,
yeah, that's a lot of time.
So to actually be in one place, I know, it's believe me, I'm lucky. To actually get to sleep and not have to get up and start do 25, 30 interviews in a day is great.
Yeah. How's your experience been with the Ashland Independent Film Festival?
It's so nice. The people here have been just so welcoming, and the film played incredible yesterday. And I think independent film festivals are really important. They're important for documentaries, for independent films. You really want to, when you don't have a lot of money to buy commercials and put up tons of posters and buy radio ads, the people who see your movies at film festivals become your commercial. Those are the people who leave and tell them, they tweet about it, they blog about it, they put on their Facebook page, they email their friends, they say you have to go see this movie. And you need people to champion your movie because you have nothing else that's going to help you fight against the big studio movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the film, you had a dopamine reaction to seeing a Coca-Cola icon or something. What?
Well, it was an actual commercial. So, so I was watching a 30-second spot, and you literally saw my brain react to watching the commercial, and all the craving mechanisms within my brain were triggered, and I literally wanted a Coke.
How did you feel about that? I mean, because I saw your reaction, sort of. You were almost speechless, kind of laughing, but.
Well, it's kind of creepy to think that through neuromarketing, they're able to really target ads to know how you'll respond, so they can create ads that will make your your brain react in a way where it will either crave something or fear something, create desire, you know, through like a sexual impulse. Like it's fascinating and frightening because it's like literally we're living in Minority Report world where literally it's precog advertising. Like I can predict what you're gonna want to buy before you even buy it.
Yeah.
Greatest movie ever sold in theaters April 22nd and coming soon to Ashland, Medford, all of Oregon. Look out for it.